There are rumours about the coming of the Honor Magic, a phone which is a Samsung Fold killer. This has us keeping our ears open. But are they true? There's only one way to find out, so let's get to it. The Honor Magic VS, a smartphone with an odd name, will come out in China this year, and people can already pre-order it. Honor CEO George Yao made it very clear that the VS would be our very first foldable flagship to come out in overseas markets, just as the company said it would do at the IFA 2022. At the trade show, it was said that a foldable phone would be coming to Europe in early 2023. This phone would be the Magic VS. The Honor Magic VS is the second foldable phone the company has ever made. However, it can easily compete with the best foldable smartphones on the market right now. At this time, you won't be able to buy one on the international market. The Magic VS is Honor's second foldable phone. It comes after the Magic V, which was the company's first foldable phone. Like it has a foldable mechanism that makes it look like a book. On the outside, it has a screen that looks like a phone, and on the inside, it has a much bigger screen that looks like a tablet. When the device is folded up, it is only 12.9mm thick and weighs 261 grams. This incredible amount of technology is packed into a body that is too thin to be real. This foldable's price will be much lower than almost every other foldable phone on the market right now, especially when you look at the markets other than China. The Honor Foldable tries to pop open or close depending on how far you open it. The Galaxy Z Fold, on the other hand, can be opened to almost any angle in between. This lets you partially open the phone so you can stand it up to watch movies or take steadier photos. It seems like this should be the feature that most foldable devices should have. The look of the Honor Magic VS and the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 4 are almost the same. They have a foldable internal screen that can turn the phone into a tablet and have a smaller screen on the outside that turns it into a regular phone when folded. This means that when the device is folded, it can be used as either a tablet or a smartphone. The Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 4 is better because it is smaller and has a simpler design. This phone is also certified by the IPX8 to be water resistant, and its frame is made from armor aluminium so it can withstand high drops and is resistant to scratches. Because of this, it also has a very high level of quality construction. Still, the Honor Magic VS in Leader Black with a magnesium alloy frame is a good looking colour to think about. Even though the Honor phone isn't waterproof, the overall quality of its construction is still very good. One side of the Magic VS's outer screen is also curved, which makes it easier to use with one hand. When the phone is closed though, this makes the phone look even more uneven than it already does. In addition to this strange design feature, the volume rocker is on the left-hand side of the phone when it's open. After more than a decade of using phones with one side and one row of buttons, the fact that the volume button is not on the same level as the power button can be confusing if you try to change the volume while the phone is closed. The Z Fold 4 doesn't sit flat. There is a small gap between the two halves of the screen. On the end of the phone that is attached to the hinge, this gap is easy to see. The Z Fold 4 is thick because of it. Unlike the Magic VS, whose whole opening can be covered, this one can't. Also, it does this despite having a less notable crease in the screen, which Honor says is because of how the hinge is made. The quality of the images on the screens of these two smartphones is not very different from one another. The Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 4's internal AMO LED display is 7.6 inches across, has a resolution of 2K+, a refresh rate of 120Hz, HDR10+ certification, and a maximum brightness of 1200 nits. The Honor Magic VS, however, comes with an OLED screen with 1 billion colours, a 7.9-inch diagonal screen, a 2K+ resolution, a 90Hz refresh rate, and also HDR10+ certification. The Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 4 has a 6.2-inch screen on the outside. It has HD+ resolution and a refresh rate of 120Hz. In contrast, the Honor Magic VS has a 6.45-inch screen with a full HD+ resolution, 1 billion colours, and a 120Hz refresh rate. It's bigger than the Honor Magic VS. Keep in mind that the Honor phone doesn't work with the S Pen, while the Galaxy Z Fold 4 does. On the other hand, the display outside is much better than the one inside. It has a 21:9 aspect ratio, which makes it about the same size as an Android phone like the Google Pixel 7 or the Samsung Galaxy S22. Even though the outer display on the 6.2-inch cover screen of the Galaxy Z Fold 4 is Samsung's most user-friendly to date, it is not as good as what Honor has here, which is an outer display that lets you see the whole screen and can be used easily without unfolding the phone. The 6.2-inch cover screen on the Galaxy Z Fold 4 is Samsung's best cover screen to date. All of the departments that deal with hardware are at the same level, except for the one that deals with internal storage of the most expensive configuration. Both of these phones are based on the Snapdragon 8 Plus Generation 1 mobile platform. It was made using a 4nm process and has an octa-core architecture with a Cortex-X2 core that runs at a maximum of 3.19 GHz, 3 Cortex-A710 cores that run at 2.75 GHz, 4 Cortex-A510 cores that run at 1.8 GHz, and an Adreno 730 GPU. On the Magic VS, the processor is paired with 12GB of RAM and up to 512GB of storage, while the Samsung can have 1TB of internal storage. The Honor device is based on Android 12, while the Samsung one comes with Android 12L already installed. Android 12L is a modified version of Android made for devices with big screens, like one of the foldable phones. The Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 4 seems to have the better main camera, since it is a 50MP main sensor and optical image stabilization. Beside that, it has a better telephoto sensor with 3x optical zoom. On the other hand, the Honor Magic VS has a better ultra-wide camera with a resolution of 50MP. Other phones in the same category only have a resolution of 12. There isn't an internal camera like on the Galaxy Z Fold 4, but Samsung's camera under the screen isn't very good, so it is not likely to be a selling point. Even though the cover selfie camera and ultra-wide camera on the Z Fold 4 has less megapixels than those on the Honor View 20, the Galaxy Z Fold 4's telephoto camera has 10 megapixels, which is a little better. In relation to the battery in the Honor Magic VS is bigger and can last longer. It also includes 66-watt fast charging. Moving on to the price, the starting price of the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 4 is around about $1,190, while the starting price of the Honor Magic VS will be around $1,020. There's a good chance it will be one of the best foldable devices when it comes out, but without knowing how well it takes photos, plays games, or does other real-world tasks, it's hard to say how long that will last. And that's it. Thank you very much for watching. So, what are your thoughts about the Honor Magic VS? Do you think it's capable of being the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 4 killer? Let us know in the comments section below. And don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell to get more updates like this one. And as always, thank you very much for watching.